It's the best rivalry in sports, and now it's do or die for a playoff game between the Yankees and Red Sox.
The showers are done. The clouds persist. What to expect by morning.
Turning boredom into a business. New York Live looks at the pandemic pivot for some New Jersey middle schoolers. This is News 4 Now for October 5th. I'm Adam Cooperstein, and it's win or season over for the Yankees in Boston tonight. And the Bronx has the Bombers back. This one-game wild card is just the latest edition of a storied rivalry between Boston and New York. The Red Sox won the season series, so that's why they get to host this American League playoff game, this one-game wild card. But just a couple weeks ago, the Yankees swept the Sox at Fenway Park, and Yanks fans here at home are confident. The winner of this wild card game is going to go on to face Tampa Bay in the AL Division Series. The NYPD says they have someone in custody now in a violent subway shove. A woman was pushed into a moving train, and the whole thing unprovoked, according to police. It was also caught on video. Police say that pusher was sitting on a bench at the Times Square station Monday morning. That's when she suddenly shoved that other woman toward a moving train. The woman hit the train and fell back onto the platform. She injured her face and her legs. Right now, it's not clear if the woman in the video is specifically the woman that police have in custody. The FBI descended on the headquarters of the NYPD's Sergeants Union, the SBA. Sources close to the investigation tell News 4 those agents executed a search warrant at the offices on Worth Street in Lower Manhattan and at the residence of the union chief, Ed Mullins, in Port Washington. The FBI will only say that Tuesday morning search is in connection to an ongoing investigation. The SBA represents 13,000 members of the NYPD. The manhunt for Gabby Petito's fiancé may have taken another turn. A sheriff's office in North Carolina says it investigated a number of calls over the past few days regarding possible sightings of Brian Laundrie. In a newly released 911 call, a hiker on the Appalachian Trail claims that he saw Laundrie near the border of North Carolina and Tennessee. Take a listen.
He was talking wild. He said that his girlfriend loved him and he had to go out to California to see her. And he was asking me how to get to California.
Meanwhile, in Florida, the search for Laundrie has been scaled back. He is the sole person of interest in Petito's disappearance. The body of the 22-year-old Long Island native was found more than 2 weeks ago in Wyoming. Police are searching for a thief who stole from a church in Queens. Surveillance video here inside St. George Coptic Orthodox Church in Astoria shows the man that they're looking for. Police say he broke into the church collection box and took $800 in donations last Tuesday. And then he just calmly walked away. As the Yankees hit the postseason, one Yankee fan could be the high bidder on a rare Babe Ruth bat. This particular bat is from 1928 and 29. It actually has 8 home run notches on it, and it's expected to fetch around $500,000. The auction is part of what's called the Extra Innings Collection. Christie says, along with all the historic memorabilia, there's also Ruth's barnstorming hat that he wore during promotional tours as a Yankee. The auction begins on Thursday.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa, and a pretty gray day, and that's going to continue and not being helped at all by the wind flow out of the east-northeast. And for us, that is always a wind flow that's going to keep the clouds around, sort of keep that cool, damp feel around, although we won't see a lot in the way of showers. It's going to take a little time for the clouds to clear. And you can see that starting this evening, temperatures in the 60s, not falling too much farther from where they will be in the evening hours, down into the 50s and 60s, but you can see still with the gray skies, even some patchy fog possible. So it'll take a little time for that sun to come out. It will tomorrow. In the meantime, a cool gray start to the day tomorrow. 56 in White Plains, the low 61 in the city, 58 in Islip, 63 to start your morning in Newark.
They say they just wanted to shine a bright light during tough times. New York Live is with the New Jersey middle schoolers who are jumping into the candle making game from home.
Today I'm meeting up with 3 New Jersey middle school girls who turned their passion project during COVID into a business. Let's go check it out. Ladies, I am so impressed by everything that you are doing. So first, tell me exactly what J Candles & Company is and what inspired you to start this.
So we're basically a candle company, and our friend Taylor had a business at the time, and she inspired us to create our own.
We were all bored, and we just wanted to get together and do something during the dark times. So we thought candles would be a good idea to bring everyone light.
Why did you guys decide on making candles, and how and when did you know that this was going to be successful?
We're researching actually on TikTok, small business ideas, and then we came across a candle company, and we thought it would be a good idea because not many people do that.
I thought when we were gonna be successful when everyone heard our real story, and then we started to get a lot of orders, and that was during the holiday, and that's where I thought that I'm whoa, this can actually become something great.
So you guys make everything here and you ship everything out of here. Can you take me to your laboratory, aka the kitchen, and show me how it's all done?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, ladies, first of all, this is so cool, and I love your mom for allowing you to take over her kitchen to do this. So walk me through how exactly candle making works.
So the first step we do is we take a jar and we use an applicator to put in the wick.
So after we stick the wick on, we melt the wax in the pot and wait to pour the scent in, and then pour it back into the jar.
Then we pour the wax into the jar, and after it dries, we use a heat gun to make sure the surface is flat so it looks better.
It's beautiful and it smells amazing. I love it. Okay, so if someone wants to try one of your fabulous candles, where can they go to shop you?
Well, you guys can shop on our Etsy or website, and we're in a couple local shops, and we hope to go into big retail stores soon.
Well, I have no doubt that you will, because the quality is amazing and I love your guys' energy. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, he could have gotten an easy pass and just play by the rules, but the MTA says he most certainly did not. And that's why the MTA busted one of their biggest toll evaders who apparently thought he'd never get caught. And as News 4's Jessica Cunnington reports, this man is now looking at a pricey punishment.
For 4 years, this guy thought he was getting away with it, mostly using the RFK and Bronx Whitestone bridges, but never paying the tolls and ignoring hundreds of notices from the MTA. But on Friday, his streak ended. The majority of New Yorkers get it.
You go across the bridge, you pay the toll. You go through the tunnel, you pay the toll.
But there are the few who don't pay and don't care.
The plumbers and nurses and firefighters and grocery workers, all those are the people who should pay the tolls, but you feel you shouldn't have to pay the toll.
On Friday, MTA bridge and tunnel officers towed away this Nissan SUV off the hutch near the Bronx Whitestone Bridge. Its owner, they say, is one of the agency's top toll violators who owed $58,000 in tolls and fees.
This guy was sent over 400 notices, and the last 398 of them said, we're adding the fees, we're suspending your registration, you better not drive over the bridges. And he kept doing it.
Kept doing it more than 500 times, not paying the toll bills and ignoring those notices. MTA officials saying the toll dodger himself unfortunately wasn't even in the car Friday when he was finally stopped. It was his family. But he's now charged with driving with a suspended license and has an October 21st court date.
And in the end, he's got a toll plus fees. Over $50,000 is what he owes the people of the state of New York, and we have his car.
But the MTA says it's just keeping its promise to this driver and others who choose not to pay time after time.
Sooner or later, if they keep doing it, they're going to get stopped by one of the bridge and tunnel officers, and the car is going to be taken if their registration's been suspended, and we're going to get the money. It's very simple.
And the MTA does not mess around with this. The agency says since 2017, it's given out 31,000 summonses for covered or obstructed license plates and impounded more than 5,000 vehicles of people who have repeatedly not paid their tolls. At the RFK Bridge, I'm Jessica Cunnington, News 4 New York.
Thank you so much for joining us here on News 4 Now. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.